Okay, hi everyone. Hi everyone. Okay, Cordev people, can you hear me? Abgal, if you can hear me, raise your hand. Cordev people, can you guys hear me? I don't know. Okay, okay, good. Okay, what about G4 members? G4 Emre, can you look this way? Baruch. Okay, what about people from us too? So many people gathered up today. Okay. Okay, let me make sure that G4 members have settled down. They're down in the basement, and Emre is giving them a lecture or sort. So let's just take a minute to wait for them to join us. Baruch, Emre, can you hear me? You guys can see Emre, right? I mean, there he is. Okay, maybe let me give Emre a call. Okay, I guess we can start regardless. Emre and G4 folks are in the middle of something. So in the meantime, we can just go over what the agenda is, what's basically what the weekly wins is. Since there are like so many new faces, I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with what the event is. So yeah, we can just quickly go over what we're going to do today. A lot of new faces. So we're going to have a couple of personal wins as well, a couple of self-introduction that we are going to have. We will have it circulating around. So basically, what weekly wins is a setting where I think I have a question. No? Okay. All right. Okay, so the weekly wins is a setting where all A2SV divisions, now that you guys are here too, it means the students. So people remotely have joined us, people from us too, the core dev team, as well as G4 members, education squad, the communications team, the marketing and the product team. Every division or team that there is in A2SV come together to share weekly information. And then, I mean, overall, just information circulates, what's been happening throughout the week, what the teams have been doing, what they managed to accomplish, and yeah, some of the things that they managed to gain. And also, Emre will be giving us the organizational updates, which means like what happened throughout the week as an organization. What happened to A2SV? Did we manage to secure a new donation? Did we manage to secure a new partnership with a new top tech company? Or did we even manage to finish the salaries of every employee in A2SV? That's also a huge topic. So yeah, let's go over the agenda that we will be going on. I managed to squeeze that in because there's going to be a certain campaign that I'm going to push on you guys, which I will heavily need your cooperation in order to have a successful campaign on my end. So it's part of my job, which you guys will be forced to help me with. And on second, we will be receiving some organized. Oh, I didn't mention what the personal wins is. So the personal wins is something we share on a personal level. We can just share anything that happens throughout our weeks on a personal level. let's say I mean, what's your bragging when it's supposed to look like? And then what happens afterwards is the person standing on the stage here gets to nominate someone, and if they can share their updates, what's been happening. I'm pretty sure. So one more tip and hint for you guys is the personal wins is not something you guys will share about what happens throughout the camp, right? For example, I nominate this guy. He shows up here, and then obviously all of you guys have like lower tone when you guys speak. So all of you guys will be like, "Oh, my name's Abdul, and throughout the week, I'm not sure what's going to happen." This is how you guys are going to talk. So we're not going to tolerate that as well. You guys have to be as loud as I am. I mean, you can hear me, right? Right, everyone? All right, so I'm audible. I'm perfectly audible, which means this is the perfect tone that you guys will have to set for yourself. So the personal win is definitely going to go like you will share what happens throughout the week, not in a sense that's what you've been doing throughout the camp. So a bad example would be like I managed to work five lead code questions. Three of them were medium. One was easy and one was hard. Nobody wants to hear that. It's a Friday afternoon. Everybody wants to go to her home and or go to their dorms and rest. So the personal wins is obviously going to be like what you guys had special, for example. If you guys went on a date, I mean, since you guys are like software engineers, most of you guys wear your hoodies and go back home straight after this. But I mean, you guys must have something exciting going on, right? So let's say 6-0 against West Ham. So that's like something you guys can mention that makes you happy, right? I'm an Arsenal fan myself. So these are how the personal wins are going to go. That took 6 minutes. Okay, and then the organizational updates. Emre is going to be giving us some organizational updates in case you guys don't know who Emre is. Emre Varol is a regular UI UX developer at A2SV. He was employed 2 months ago, and he will be giving us organizational updates. And then educational updates. You guys have part of the education squad. So your heads of education will be coming out here. They will give us an update about how you guys have been performing throughout the week. And then communication updates. That's where I jump in. Your favorite person. I'm going to be speaking a lot again about social media and about communications, what we've been trying to do on the internet. So finally, the product updates by Jerusalem, and everyone in the product team is called Jerusalem by default. So whoever comes out here, even if it's not Jerusalem, you guys can assume that their name is Jerusalem. So they'll be giving us some product updates. They'll be giving more details about what the division stands for. Development updates, which we have the core dev team here. They will be giving us some development updates, and then finally conclusive remarks by senior members, which we will be having Mr. Alper to give us some conclusive remarks and share some wisdom. So without further ado, we can proceed to the personal wins. So do I have a volunteer? Of course. So many hands. Emre, you should have seen this. I don't even know who to pick. Wow. I mean, this was expected. So I'm just obviously going to have to nominate someone. So I'll nominate myself, and I'll tell you guys how my personal week has gone by, and then you guys will, take an example of how to follow. All right. So I'm not sure if you guys were aware. So one of the things throughout the week that happened to me. So Wednesday was Valentine's Day, right? I was with my best friend. Uh, I had no Valentine. What were you guys expecting? So on Wednesday, I had good food. I treated myself. I was with my best friend, like I mentioned. Yes. Okay. I was with my best friend. We're not gay, but okay. I mean, I don't think that's legal in our country. So let's not make any comments on that. Okay. Let's move on. Uh, and yeah, I managed to watch a movie which came out in 2017. It's called Valerian and the Thousand City Planets. It's sci-fi. Um, yeah, it was pretty insane. I really loved it. You guys should go and give it a watch. One of my favorite, characters, let's say actors were on it. It was a very decent movie. You can see aliens, and basically it's about how Earth will be in a futuristic world, like 200, 300 years from now. So yeah, basically, I mean, this was my week in a nutshell. So I'm going to nominate one of you guys. First of all, let's see if I have any volunteers. If not, I will have to nominate someone. No? Damn, I've been doing a lot of talking, huh? Wow. Okay. Okay, so I don't know any of you guys' names. So I have met two people throughout the week. I managed to talk to them about a potential video shoot. I'm looking at one right now. I don't know your name, to be honest. So I'm just gonna know to the person who I definitely know their name. So Hope Tasfa Malan. I'm not sure if that's her real name or her actual name, but that's the only person I know here. So Hope, come out here, share some personal wins with us. Don't be shy. These are hello, Hope. Stand right here in front of me. Okay. Take the mic. Try to be loud. Say a few words. How was your week, Hope?
Well, I think it went well.
Can you hear Hope? Maybe? No.
Hi guys, I'm Hope, and yeah, that's my real name actually. So
Actual name.
yeah,
Oh,
okay.
listen.
Since we cleared that up, I don't think I have a new thing that I have done this week. I've been here with you guys and the whole day. So
I mean, did you do anything special this week?
maybe
Let's talk about food. Yeah. A bit of food.
food.
Food. Anything good you've had throughout the week?
Maybe like I can talk about drawings.
Drawings?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. One of the campaigns that I will be mentioning earlier is heavily related to drawings. So go ahead. Hope.
Well, I have this like comic things that I've been doing. So I posted some stuff. I haven't been consistent like since we started the camp, but I managed to get like one post this week, so which is a great win. So that's it actually. Yeah.
Okay. Let's let Hope off the hook, right? She seems nervous. Okay. One more thing, Hope, is going to be nomination. You're going to have it nominate someone.
Oh, another one.
Yes. Whoever you see here, you can select. They can come out here. Like I said, we can also use force, right? Anyone.
Maybe guys help me out. Like.
How about that guy who's talking with the girl who's next to the wearing the red hoodie?
Oh, Mati.
He was not paying attention at all. So what's his name?
His name is Mati.
Mati?
Yeah.
Mati. Come out here, Mati. I hope you can take a seat. Thank you, Hope. Mati. Next. All right, Mati. Self-introduction of who you are, which team in A2SV you belong to, right? And then quick personal wins, what happened throughout the week. And come out here, don't be shy, bro. Anyone you know, everyone is a friend here. Yeah. You have to be as loud as I am, right?
Yeah, so my name is Mati and I'm from.
Can you hear Mati? No.
So my name is Mati and I'm from G52. And yeah, so my personal wins, yeah, like Hope said, I've been with you all day, and my day was boring, but I've yeah, but to mention one thing, I've talked to some friend who works in a company that I wanted to join, and yeah, they gave me AS, so yeah, that's a win for me.
They gave you what?
AS, so
Yes.
yeah,
What
I
about
can't
the-
go in the interview with them to start.
Oh, okay. Are you gatekeeping or should we know the name of the company?
Yeah, the company name is Ambassa, and
Ambassa.
yeah,
Okay.
with team.
So basically a tech agency then.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Mati, for sharing that. I guess let's have another nomination from you, Mati.
Sure.
Anyone who was looking at you funny, you can call them out here. They can say a few words.
Yeah, so this girl right here, she was smiling.
This one? What's your name?
Jordanos, right?
Jordanos? Come out here, Jordanos. So Jordanos, so the problem with females is that their voice is very, right? Volume is very low, so you're gonna have to raise your voice, okay? Self-introduction.
My name is Jordanos. I'm from G53.
Jordanos from G53. You guys will grow used to this, and this will not be surprising, and it will not, be scary anymore. So you guys should start to get accustomed to this. Okay. So Jordanos, what happened throughout the week apart from the camp?
There isn't anything special that happened, but like the one moment that I enjoyed was we had a movie night with my friend.
Had a movie night with a friend?
Yeah.
With a friend. Is it her? Okay, what was the movie? Mic to your mouth.
I didn't remember.
Oh, Wonka, Willy Wonka. The chocolate factory thing by Timothy Chalamet. Why you watched that movie? It was because of Timothy, huh? Okay, all right. So you guys watched that?
Yeah.
Okay, were you guys alone? Was it on Valentine's Day?
No, the day before.
Oh, the day before. Okay, we'll say.
And that was it.
Okay. Thank you. Hope you don't have to do any nominations. So should we call Emre out here to give us some personal wins? Also, he brought a guest. Maybe you could say a few words about that as well. Emre, how about you come to the stage? Share a few words about what's happening.
Thank you very much, Takam. So this week's personal wins, first off, Wild is back. So you may be like, what is Wild? Who is Wild? Where did it go? Why is it back? Right? There may be many questions. So Wild is my cat. And so I named him Wild because he was pretty wild since the beginning. Like he came as a little kitten and we gave the name because he was pretty wild. And then like after maybe a month or so, I did research about its breed. And it turned out to be what? Food. So they want to do some other activities. He was very unhappy at home. I let him go. So he was moon. Second round, and after 2 days, he's back. So yes, Wild is back. Second personal win. I mean, as you may see, he's joining us as a project management mentor until February 26th. And Aisha, I would like to leave the stage to you.
Hello, everyone. I'm really excited to be here. I heard great things about the work Emre has been doing and people, working with him and all the accomplishments you've done here. Really looking forward to be a part of it. And on a personal level, I already met, some students and staff, but I am a project policy manager at Spotify. And prior to that, I used to do a similar job at TikTok. So I come from a tech background, and anything related to your projects or working in a tech company, finding pursuing a career in tech, etc., you can come talk to me. Looking forward to my week here.
Thank you very much, Aisha. And do we have any questions for Aisha?
Aisha, you mentioned Spotify. Is there a way I can get Spotify Premium for free?
I get that a lot. Unfortunately, not. But
I would have to pay.
yeah.
Any other questions? Steve?
Well, we'll see. Yeah. Why not?
Any other questions or points, Steve? If not,
Nice to meet you. So how's the sports part? They were
You mean the work culture?
yeah, that's part.
Yeah, it's a very relaxed company. It's originally Swedish, but then it has also like a presence in the US, so it's very diverse. We have people from many like different countries, and it has locations across the world. So like there is a couple of hubs in the US, in Ireland it's the European hub, and then Stockholm is like the main headquarters, then offices in Singapore, and it has a remote work policy, so you can mainly work from anywhere where there is an office presence. And yeah, so it's overall a fun company to work for. A lot of like it's a very engineering heavy company, so it's called an engineers company. So roles like mine is more like sidelines, but great things are done by like the software team, etc. And yeah, welcome.
Any other questions, team? Like how often you are going to find somebody from Spotify, TikTok? Come on.
I was expecting more questions about TikTok from Gen Z, but anyone?
Nobody wants. Nobody. Come on, team. Okay, if there are no questions, in that case, thank you. Back to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Emre. Thank you,
And
Aisha.
actually, also, there is one thing I need to mention. So, you are our first mentor who came to Ethiopia in person. Like, we had some international staff, like advisors or full-time workers who came, but you are the first person with only mentorship affiliation coming to Ethiopia. And I hope this is going to open a door and set an example for many. Therefore, I would like to personally thank for that. Thanks for
Okay. All right. So we already took 20 minutes. So like we have like social media campaigns to do. So I took the liberty of taking the advantage of having you guys all here. So if you can go to your Telegram, you guys can find two links that I have sent. So the first one is an open article, and the second one is A2SV TikTok. So I'm going to explain what these two things are, and I'm going to ask you guys I'm going to tell you guys what you guys need to do. So basically, what the A2SV, this open article is. So technically, let me remind you of the theme: consciousness, a new era of tech and art. So what we're trying to do is A2SV is trying to have a shop based in the United States, so which we will be printing out T-shirts, printing out bags, which you guys will be receiving as well, and then we'll be selling them to the United States audience or people who we have in the States. So this open article is sent for you guys to share with us any kind of artworks. It can be like digital sketch. I have also mentioned that on the description. It can be like digital painting, a quote even, some doodles, some illustrations, anything. If you guys have like artistic mind, you can let your imagination run loose, and you can try to create anything for that matter. And there is a submission form which I sent to you guys, and you can start sending your files starting from today until March 1st, which is going to be 2 weeks from now. So you guys can feel free to send any kind of artwork you guys might have. Okay, so how many of you guys are like art lovers? Let's see hands. There is absolutely no way. None of you are appreciate art. There is Yarid over there. So there is also Hope. Where is Hope? Yes. I've taught you guys how to raise hands, right? This is not how we raise hands, by the way. This is, right? Okay, so I'm looking at like quite a couple of hands here. So whatever kind of artistic skill you guys have, you can just try to share it with us using the submission form. Our head of social media, SG, will be utilizing this. We'll be having it printed out and will be shared with you, and it will be sold. It will be a revenue for A2SV as well. So that's what the first art is going to do. I'm going to post this through your heads up education. They're going to send you reminders. And then the second thing is our yes.
So let's say it's design and it's select and like bestseller.
Bestseller.
What's it for the artist?
Oh, okay. Emre, why would you ask that? Okay, so obviously there's going to be definitely going to be compensation, right? Let's say certain artist submits their artwork. You guys know A2SV is one of the most rapidly growing organizations, so it will definitely get somewhere. And when, let's say, an example, we sell 1 million copies of a certain T-shirt that you guys have delivered the art style to, and obviously some percent of that cut is definitely going to go to the artist. Isn't that right, Emre? Yeah. So the compensation is going to be heavy. So what do you guys have to lose, by the way? It can be, like I mentioned, by the way, it can even be a quote, a favorite quote that you guys have, as long as it's themed with art and tech, right? So the theme should be art and tech. It shouldn't be like, it shouldn't have a football field, for example, right? You guys know how that goes, right? So why the hell not? I mean, you guys should utilize a submission form channel on Telegram. You guys can find it there. And then the second one is A2SV TikTok. So I know most of almost all of you guys are on TikTok nowadays. That's our main source of recreation. Let's say that's where we find this fast dopamine nowadays. So the second link is for you guys to do right now. So everybody, put your phone or anything out, go to your Telegram, go to the announcement section, and give A2SV TikTok page a follow. I don't want anyone looking at me right now. I want people to look at their phones. I'm gonna give you guys 2 to 5 minutes, everyone. Okay, have you guys found the link? So I'm going to be asking for confirmation, just to make sure you guys are in the loop. So you guys found the link. Samra, have you found the link? The link? No, no. Oh, okay. Okay, some people actually don't have TikTok, so for those of you who don't, that's fine. Okay, I still see some eyes looking at me, not looking at screens. Internet is not working, guys, or what's happening? Brother, what? Internet? TikTok? How do you guys not have TikTok? I don't understand. Like, how many of you gave us a follow? Let's see hands. Thank you, buddy. What's your name? Yes. Kalmeta? I should have had you out here for the personal wins. Okay. Okay. How many hands? I still see a few hands. There is about 100 of you here. Come on, guys. Let's be cooperative. Let's give back to A2SV, right? As A2SV has been giving you guys all day, all week. So come on, let's see the energy. Emre, would you be willing to do the current trending dance on TikTok for us? If the people follow, will you be willing to be in a video shoot where you'll be dancing for the current trend? For example, let's say this is the. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. And yes. So next we'll be having some organizational updates by Emre. Like I mentioned earlier, the organizational updates is basically updates about what's been happening throughout throughout the week. So let's have Emre out here one more time. Maybe you can give it to us verbally if you have it written down. Oh, we just love the internet.
All right. Thank you very much, Takım. So let's take a look at the last week's wins. So there is one correction here. I am going to start with that one, guys. Core Dev Expo goal setting did not finish. So our core dev teams are working on making current versions robust. And we are going to do those goal settings next week for the upcoming expo, which is going to take place in the last 2 weeks of March. And the others, development phase project reviews. So some of them, they took place and they are going to continue with the demonstrations after weekly events. So you guys are going to go back to camp program, G5 students, and we will have those demonstrations with G4 students who are in the second year of A2SV education with development phase at the moment. And starting next week, we are going to start seeing demonstrations from those projects as well. For the first week, it is internal. And once they bring the quality bar up, they are going to be demonstrating to everyone in the week events as well. So where is David? Is David around? Our head of finance. Okay. Is he? Yeah, if he is in the next room, please bring him. Because, team, we have a lot of people, right? Is there anybody who knows how many staff members are there at A2SV at the moment? Huh? Any guesses, guys? 3 digits for sure. Over 130. 152. Oh my God. Even I don't have count. So, and all these people are making their lives, or like part of their lives at least, let's say, through the funds that they get from A2SV. And like even counting up to 152 guys, do we have the, what is the right word? Patience to do that. I wouldn't say so. When was the last time you count up until 150? Huh? Right? And Dave has gone through all those files one by one. And I think if we have maybe a few people left, right, that's definitely single digits. The rest is fully completed, right? So I would like to tell on behalf of everybody at A2SV, Dave, this was a rigorous job and you made it successfully. Anything you want to say to the team?
I just want to thank you everybody for your patience, because everybody is sensitive towards finance, maybe, because everybody wants to get his salary every month, because we promised you to pay you on our like monthly basis, like basis. So I just want to thank you everybody. That's all. That's
You are welcome, Dave. Yes, the next one, I think it's very familiar here, right? G5 kickoff. So this didn't take place this week, though. I think. Oh, last week. Okay, that's why the marathons. Okay, and I believe the camp is going pretty well, guys. So we didn't have access to AIT labs, but I think this actually brought a different flavor, right? Getting mixed all the groups, at least at AIT, like feeling the synergy of like these amazing, smart, ambitious, kind-hearted people. Like this feels great. Personally, I thought it was going to be more chaotic than it turned out to be. And thanks to our G4 members, core dev members, which have been sharing their main office space with you guys, I think this was a good camp week as well. So for that reason, the next applause go to all of you guys. Of course, first from our head. Keep it up, guys. Camps are very essential for A2SV, for our education to be different than any other education. This is very important to take the best out of it. So as time progresses, our momentum builds up. Like right now, I would say you are part of in the camp where you are going to speed up. You know, by the last week, of course, we will be sprinting. But by this week, if you start opening your muscles, if you go the extra mile, if in the evenings, if you push a little more by solving some more questions, taking some more interviews, this is going to help. Don't forget, development happens at the boundaries, and now you are getting pushed. With the help of all these great people, you are also helping to push others. So see the potential, see the opportunity, and seize it. It's in your hand now. And I think it's already visible to you that things are getting better, right? And I would like to underline using English in our communications, guys. Again, who speaks English with their parents? Can I see hands? Who speaks English with their friends? Can I see hands? Just few, right? So in our life, it's very simple, right? Speaking makes speaking skills better. And lastly, start small application. So the form was complete. I'm not sure if we made the submission or not. Probably we did. So Brian was going to do that. But I have to confirm with him. And tonight I'm going to see him. To my knowledge, it is already done. And hopefully soon after, we are going to hear some updates about start small application as well. For people who are the background here, Start Small is a fund that is started by Jack Dorsey, who is a co-founder of Twitter and Block, with its old name Square. And both are pretty big companies, right? X, he's not active there anymore since it's owned by Elon Musk. I mean, earlier his engagement was actually low, but he's still the head of Block. I think his title is Blockhead, right? Something like that. Yes. And so he dedicated 25% of his personal wealth for good causes, education, health, COVID-19 relief, and so on. And there is still like considerable amount of funds there. I think it's about $1 billion. And since he donated Square stocks, it's about the stock price of the company as well. But this is a lot of money. And we hope that this is going to be also helping to make A2SV operations running and making our expansions available in the next few years. So we have high hopes. Please don't forget A2SV and start small in your praise, guys. And anything else for the wins? I think that's pretty much it. Let's take a look at the plans for next week. So I know there were a lot of people who were waiting for this moment, US supply delivery. So we got some donated laptops, and on top of that, we added some monitors for the UX squad, as well as earbuds for our remote heads. And the delivery is going to take place next week, guys. Either today or Monday, they are going to be picked from Brian's home in California, and the next day they are going to arrive to Ethiopia. So we hope to get these goods sometime next week. Thanks for patiently waiting. Yes, like we wanted to do this earlier, but since we are doing it for the first time, guys, it's not easy. Like you get prices from multiple companies. There is some paperwork you need to go through and so on. But everything is settled now. So after this one, hopefully the future ones are not going to be as painful and with as long delays. Next, G5 t-shirt production. So the designs are already given to our t-shirt producer. So he's going to be working day and night to finish them. We want to have them here by our camp trip. And currently the timeline is looking healthy. Likewise, we found a delivery company as well who is going to get the stuff from Turkey and deliver here. And this is also happening next week. So as I mentioned, Expo goal setting is going to take place next week. Therefore, it's an item that is moving from wins to the plans. And digital health hackathon preparations. So one of our core dev projects, ADOT, is going to be launched, and it will have the spotlight in like Etio Digital Health. I'm not 100% sure about the name of the event, but there is an event that is going to take place from March 7 to March 9. And it's a big event. Many companies are attending, governmental organizations related with healthcare are going to be there. And in exchange of this, we are going to help them running their hackathon. So the hackathon is going to take place on the event base. And we added some earlier stages, similar to A2SV hackathon. There will be a small workshop followed by semifinals and then finals. And for that reason, we are going to be helping them. Like this is kind of a win-win situation, right? They are going to promote one of our projects. They are already guiding. And in exchange, we are going to help them make a successful hackathon. It's an area we already have some experience. So what is the last plan for the last week? Ayşe. So hopefully next week, we are going to make a warm introduction to Ayşe, show her what kind of operations we have on the ground, both in development and as well as in the education end. And I hope, Ayşe, at the end of next week, when we have you in the stage, after organizational updates, we will have Ayşe updates. I hope we can make a warm introduction. So don't be a stranger to it. This is a golden opportunity. And also for Ayşe, this is a great opportunity as well. Like how often, right, you are going to go to a new continent and meet such amazing group of people. So don't be shy. Feel free to initiate conversations.
Okay. Yes, thank you so much, Emre, for the organizational updates. Now, yeah, we'll be receiving some education updates from your heads of education. So this is mostly what you guys have been involved in, especially as for G5 education. And as you guys
for AIT this week, we had the camp in abroad here, you guys. So it was, let's say, a bit hot type of camp compared to last week's temperature value, let's say. But I think it was a success and people are getting engaged, which is nice. Uh, Next up, we covered 3 topics. We're actually covering the third one. Stack was covered today, and it was a bit rushed, right? Because of this weekly wins. Hopefully, we're gonna have some recaps and multiple practice time. For Addis Ababa AS2, the students and the heads of education were on their final breaks. So for the heads of education, they are back to office on this week. So they have been preparing for the camp kickoff, and they have finalized the preparation. And we're going to have the camp kickoff for Addis Ababa 2 on Monday. For Adama, the Adama team is split in two. The 4th and the 5th year students are actually camping with AIT, and the 3rd year students are going to be camping with Addis Ababa because of their difference on their final exam schedule. So as a result, the 5th and 4th year students who are parts of our education program are on their camp, and they covered the 3 topics that are covered by AIT. Let's move on to the plans. For AIT, hopefully we're going to get back to the 5 kilo labs because the exit exam is going to be finalized. And next week we'll be covering recursion and tree. So we're gonna have 2 topics to cover. I hope, especially for the recursion part, it's going to be interesting. And for Addis Ababa AS2, of course, we're gonna have the camp kickoff, and we're gonna cover 2 topics. We've also finalized the February conversion process, meaning we're gonna onboard and get started with our February converts for Addis Ababa AS2 as well. For Adama, there is also going to be a camp kickoff for the 3rd year students. At the same time, the normal education is like the camp is going to continue for the 4th and the 3rd years. I mean, the 4th and the 5th years. And our 3rd year students are also going to join the camp. And also for February converts, since there is a lot of interest and very quality applicants in ASU when we were going through their application and the interview process, we are kind of inclined to actually open one more class at Adama. Currently, we have only 1 class, and we're making it 2. As a result, we can have more students. So to teach those more students, we also need more education members, education squad members. As a result, we'll be hiring. We have been going through the interview process and everything. We'll be announcing the results in the coming week as well. So this is the updates for G5 education. For G4, I could give the updates, but it will be more convenient if we have the lead for G4 education here. So Saga, please come to the stage.
Yeah, we don't have to use voice.
Okay, thank you. If you guys don't know me, my name is Saganish, and I'm a lead for G4 second year education.
What about Asia? Can you hear Saka? No, just go.
Okay, my name is Aganish, and I'm a lead for G4 education. Basically, we are going through the projects previously, the PRDs, the product teams were documenting everything that's on the product side. Here, we are going to have the camp, like we have had the camp this week, and the Hakimab, the rideshare and Badar projects have been initiated on the camp, and that's a success for us. Those are the project descriptions, and we have been going through the initial stage, and we have been working on the UI UX, and we have get the UI UX designs from the UI UX team. The other thing is like for those projects, we have initiated the mentorship process, and we have been guided with the core dev members to have a guidance with them, and those things, those mentors will help us to develop the project actually. For the next week plan, for each team, we are going to plan out based. That's why we have included it. If you guys have any question. No?
Any questions related to G5 education as well as G4 education, you guys can feel free to forward it to Zeka and Brooke. Right now, we can have Brooke out here. I'm not sure if I can use sports on him, but we can have So, any questions?
Nope. Okay.
Thank you, Zeka. Thank you, Brooke. Okay, so up next we have the Ghana Education Updates by Surafil, who is going to be joining us remotely from Ghana. Surafil, do we have you? Okay, Ebenezer, do we have Surafil or do we have any representative from Ghana to give us the Ghana Education Updates? Yes, Ibeni, do we have any from Ghana?
No, no, please. No, unless I will have to.
Ibeni, your voice is a bit far away. Is there a way you can?
Yeah, hello. I said I would have to ask Surafel. He didn't tell me anything.
Okay, so we don't have a representative from Ghana Education. Okay, so Emre.
So Ghana Education had the kickoff for their second camp. And their second camp setup is actually different than the camps we had here because there is a kind of university sports Olympics happening in University of Ghana, Legon campus. So some sportsmen from all over the continent are going to be there to have some competitions. As a result, the school is going to be on a break. So when there is a break, what happens at A2SV, guys? It's obvious, right? It's a golden opportunity to have a camp. And now our Ghana education folks, they are at the beginning of this camp. So they started this week, unlike you. You started last week, they started this week. And they are going to be in this program until late April. So it is camp, yes, but at the same time, it's a longer version. I would say it's more like a marathon. So I wish the best of luck to all Ghanaian A2SVians. I don't think it's going to be easy. I'm just kidding. They are great, and I know they are going to do great things, guys. So at the beginning in the camp, they are going to do data structures, algorithms, problem solving as you do. But due to timeline, this is also going to have the start of the development phase. Sorry, the start of the project phase for them. So in the last 3 weeks, they are going to go over the learning paths. And before their school starts, they are going to get started with the beginning of project phase as well. So they also apparently finished a grid lecture, bitwise lecture, and they started student mock interviews. And next week, dynamic programming is coming, and there is going to be a team contest. So have you guys heard about dynamic programming? Can we see hands? Did you hear about dynamic programming, guys? Some people. Don't worry, it's coming. All right, thank you.
All right, okay, thank you so much, Emre, for giving us another update about what's been happening in A2SV education. So yeah, now let's have another division in A2SV about education. So we will be having Yared to give us about the remote education. Yared, please give us a self-introduction and then tell us about what the remote education is.
Okay, hi guys. My name is Yared Tageng, and I'm currently the head of Academy for Remote Education. And the remote education is branch of A2SV where we are teaching students that out, and we have students from more than 25 countries, so 25 African countries. There are some outside of Africa, but we're teaching Africans, so we're going good. So to give you the updates and the wins that we've had and the plans for the next week. So the first thing is we continued the third and final week of the onboarding phase. We started the remote education a bit late this year, and currently we're on our third week. And the first 3 weeks, where they were the onboarding phase, we taught our students about the Python. We were on our Python track, so we are completing that this week. And after this completion, the onboarding phase, we planned on having a kind of restructuring. That means we're going to be selecting some students who might not be continuing with us. The reason for this is because some small number of students, they were not attending our sessions. You guys know about the attendance policy we have in A2SV. We need 85% attendance, and for you guys to show some kind of dedication. And because some students couldn't do this due to various reasons, we are going to be parting ways with those students and focusing on the students that are dedicated, because we don't have much resources, and we need to focus on the people that are really interested. So that's why we have identified some students that wouldn't continue with us. Other than that, the remote education heads, we were helping with conducting interviews for the internship applicants. Internship is going to start at A2SV in the coming weeks, I believe, and we were conducting interviews, the remote education heads, for the internship applicants, and I think that was done yesterday and today. Other than that, when we move to second year of education in remote, as I mentioned earlier, we started remote education last year, so we have G4 second year students now, and they're actually working on product development. They're working on this platform called EasyPay. What EasyPay does is it's basically a payment gateway, and it makes payments simple. I don't have enough description on that. Maybe we can give it to you next week. But they're working on this project called EasyPay, and so this week they were doing interviews with different people working on the product. So they were interviewing different candidates from normal users to business owners and things like that to identify what things need to be included and to know more about what the people want from payment gateways. And when I go to the plans that we have for the next week, the first one is A2SV Hub. So we have this platform called A2SV Hub. You guys currently, for the education at A2SV, we're using Google Sheets to track your performances and things like that. So we have this remote head named Ananisa. He developed a platform called A2SV Hub all by himself, and we were testing this. It's basically a replacement for the Google Sheets that we use in the education. So we tested this with one remote group for the past three weeks, and it was going well. So starting next week, we're planning on migrating to A2SV Hub from the Progress Sheets. So that's a big plan that we have for the next week. And after some time, I'm sure the in-person education is going to migrate towards to A2SV Hub as well. Right, Brooke? Yes. So, and we finished our onboarding phase this week. So next week, it's going to be starting the first education phase. And that's going to continue for about 7 weeks. And yeah. And for the second year education at remote education, they're going to be finishing up the PRD and start on the UI UX design so that the students can start development soon. And you guys can have an easier payment platform called EasyPay that you'll use every single day. Those are the plans and the updates for remote education. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. If not, I think next it's community.
Also, I thought you had an announcement.
Oh, so one more thing is this week we hired a new intern, head of education intern for remote, and that person is called Fikra Selassie Solomon. Fikra Selassie, I believe he's joined the meeting. Yes. Fikra Selassie?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Okay. Maybe. How about now? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. Last one.
Okay. I'm Krasilasi Solomon, the new head of remote education intern at Group 5C. I can say that now. I was a Group 4A student in the last year, during the first year of A2SV for the fourth generation. And I'm really happy and grateful for the opportunity that is provided for me to join the education squad. And I'm really hoping to contribute to the team. I can say that remote education is, in addition to the in-person education, it's a great platform to find a great mind and like intelligent people. They are out there other than the in-person education that are not students in Addis Ababa University or ASTU. In addition, now there is Adama. Out of that, there is a bigger community, and it tries to recruit them and upskill their problem skill. I'm the fruit of this program, and I'm really happy that today to announce that I'm head of remote education intern. Um, what can I add? Like the remote education platform is more flexible for us. Um, and it provides us a great flexibility for us to learn during the nights while learning our regular education during the day. It has undergraduate and graduate groups, and you can learn through the online platforms like Google Meet. Uh, Fun fact, I am here at abroad, but since I'm a remote squad, I want to join the meeting remotely. Uh, okay. And you can meet me in person after the meeting is ended. There are different skills that I gained during my first year education program, like with the hates and all of the learning phase, problem solving, the contest is it's all good. Like we were competing with the graduate students, like it provides a great flexibility for us to upskill ourselves. And I can say that um, in the virtual classroom of the remote education, every click opens a door to the endless learning of problem solving, but you cannot press the end call button in the Google Meet. And thank you for providing this opportunity. Embrace all of the A2SV squad, all my classmates, and I will keep to teach what I learned for the new group members, I can say. And thank you.
Thank you, Krasilasi. And if you guys had any questions, I'm sure Krasilasi mentioned it when he told you about remote education. So thank you. Permanent community.
So, hey everyone, my name is Ramnet Patel. I'm the lead head of community education.
Permanent. Emre can't hear you. Aisha can't hear you. Saka can't hear you. Zaga can't hear you.
Everyone.
Yes.
So, my name is Ramnet. I'm the lead head of community education. Yeah, about community education, I believe you guys all know about it because you have passed through that community education. It's serves mostly as the gateway for A2SV main education, but it serves also other purposes. So let me give you the updates that we had done in this week. The first one is we have finalized the AS to conversion, February conversion. So I think, yeah, the results for applicants have been sent through email today, and those who pass through the February conversion can start their camps starting from Monday. So that's about the AS2 conversion. The second one is facilitating A2SV internship interviews. So as you know, A2SV organizes an internship every second semester of Ethiopian year calendar. So we have facilitated the DSA or the technical interviews for people that have applied for this internship. And what's unique about this internship was this interview was it was conducted in person rather than remote. That was widely used in FSP. So that's it. That's about it. The third one is we have started daily questions in our community channel. So in order to increase the engagement within the community channel. It's on Telegram and WhatsApp. And I think soon we'll be doing that on Instagram as well. We have started posting daily questions there. The last one is we have conducted AS2H recruitment interviews. So for February conversion for Adama AS2, there were many people that were like outstanding applicants. So we wanted to accommodate those people as well. And in order to do that, we have opened the application and conducted the interviews and other necessary things needed. I think what remains is finalizing finalizing the result and announcing it, and that would be done today. So that's all about the updates. For the plans next week, there is a hackathon task follow-ups. There are some remaining tasks related to the previous hackathon that we have conducted, such as like following up with the projects that participated in the hackathon, finalizing the documents, the comprehensive guide document that will be used as a planning for the upcoming hackathon. So we'll try to follow up on those tasks and finalize them. The second plan is for community coordinator recruitment. So it's this one plan to start the community education. There are people who have participated into consecutive community contests and performed well, and we have selected those people. And we'll be starting the community education next week, and for that we need community coordinators. So we'll post, I guess, the announcement for this recruitment in all channels. And we'll finalize, after we finalize the community coordinator recruitment, we'll start the community education. So yeah, that's all from me. Is there any question? Yeah, in that case, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Bamnet. Now we have Fikra Selassie. Okay, yeah, now communications updates, which is usually given to us by Vanessa, which will be joining us starting from next week. But for today, you guys will be stuck with me. Yeah, so for the communication side, so this week we managed to do the social media manager Adama vacancy interviews. So as you guys know, A2SV has expanded to Adama, more universities and more institutions to come. But currently, the recent expansion we've had as an organization is Adama, and we need a certain individual to be there to represent the social media team, so they can create this visibility for us on what's happening on that side of the organization. So we had about 5 to 7 interviews. We had really good candidates, so we will be going over their CVs and some of the things they've created in the past, and have our communications head, Mr. Alper Bishar, do the selection. And yeah, we will be showcasing our AS2, Adama AS2 activities starting from the next week. But this week's achievement is this. So LinkedIn reach outs and personalized emails and setting up meetings. So this is another task that's from the communications team. Vanessa was handling. So the reason why it's marked yellow is Vanessa is currently on a vacation, which, like I mentioned earlier, will be back starting from the coming week. But we also have another member in the communications team, Mirna. You guys might not know her. She is the LinkedIn coach. So eventually, after you guys are done with the second camp, you will be going through the LinkedIn education in order to set up your LinkedIn pages and resumes as well. So you will meet her then. But for now, She's part of the communications sublead, which is actively making the LinkedIn reach outs, as well as personalized emails and setting up meetings to secure, like I said, more opportunities for A2SV, which Emre will be heavily involved in. And as for the social media team side, so Reels and TikTok videos creation. So now that you guys are also part of our TikTok community, we will be publishing more TikTok contents and Reel contents, video contents are more to come. This week, like Emre mentioned earlier, we also had the Ghana Camp live stream showcase. So the important thing about these live streams is not because we want to have an extensive reach when it comes to these live streams, but eventually the visibility, creating this visibility is really important to show the world that we are going. And another yellow marked activity here is the A2SV one-pager and slides updates, which are really important for the coming meetings to come as an organization. So this is a very important task that is given to the communications team, particularly the social media team division. So the reason why it's yellow is it's still work in progress. We'll be needing a bit more information in order to finalize these one-pager and slides. So we can continue with the meetings that A2SV as an organization has set for the coming week. So as for the plans, core dev project showcase and video, this was something that we've set out to do this week, but something that we've shifted towards the coming week. So the core dev project showcase basically is our core dev projects have come to completion, and now it's time for the world to see what they are, what the team consists of. So what we plan to do from the communication side is to showcase these these projects and what better media is there to pull off a marketing activity better than social media. So we will be making videos for each core dev project in order to showcase what they're about, what they offer, and basically what they're involved in. So we will be starting these activities starting from the coming week. And another plan is, like I mentioned, the A2SV one-pager design, informatics design, as well as slides will be completed early next week. As to camp showcase will be there. Like I mentioned, we have hired a new social media manager at Adama. So they will be giving us showcase about what's been happening at the camp, the same way I've been recording you guys during the daytime. Another sucker is going to be bothering the students there as well. So, and the fourth one is called Dagim Addresses. So I couldn't have a better title for this one. So another series, a video series that we decided to do on social media is that we will be accepting feedbacks and questions where we will be addressing them directly with a video. So this is going to be a very good content for our Instagram and TikTok page. And the reason why it's called Dagim Addresses is because it's going to be Dagim who is going to address these questions or feedbacks, let's say. By the way, do we have any better title for this video series? Any recommendation apart from Dagim Addresses? You guys can think of something. Then I guess it's the best option. Then Dagim Addresses. Are you guys serious? This is something I came up with right before I started the weekly one. We will definitely have a better name for this, but yeah, it's another video series that we plan to have for the coming week. So do we have any questions for the communications department as well as the social media team? Any questions? Okay, if there are nothing, let's move to the business and product updates. Like I mentioned earlier, whoever comes to this stage is automatically assumed to be Jerusalem. So let's have Jerusalem out here in the stage. Whatever name she tells you guys, do not.
Hi guys, my name is Mary. Now Merry Christmas. So, I am from business and product team. And in case you don't know business and product team, we are a team of we are a team of expertise, and we are concerned with from ideation to the product launch, and we are currently working on 7 different student projects, also 5 core day projects, and I think they are going to present next, so you can see what we are working on. And I'll start by presenting the wins. For the wins, we were assisting G4 remote education team with their market research. As it was mentioned, they are working on Easy Pay, so we were assisting and guiding with their market research. We were also working on the pitch decks for core dev projects. And the other part, we have also the team of UI designers. So we were all working on AIT student projects. So that's also what we were working on. And we also work on partnership. So from our team, we created a guideline to form a partnership. If A2SV is going to form partnership with different organizations, we created like the specific guideline we need to follow. The other one was, I think this one is repeated. So the other one was we strategized user rotation plan for most of core dev since they are kind of ready for launch. We are working on their marketing research, also retention plan. Retention means is having customers use it like regularly. So we are trying to build a product that most people use it regularly, maybe on daily basis. So this is what we are working on. And we were also improving the user story for AITG4 project, as Aga was mentioning. This is for the win. We were also assisting with core dev project. For example, we were working on video script for adult. And also we, I think, finalized the first post for adult, and that was also our wins. And the plan for next week is we are going to share the completed priorities for the student project. I have said we were improving it, and we are going to share it next week. And we are also receiving new product interns. So they are going to support on the student projects. So we are going to create a supporting system when we mentor those interns, and they are going to also receive on-job training. So this is the plan we have for next week. And we are also managing social media platform for core dev projects. We want to create most engagement for those social media. So we are working on that. And we are also want to hire for any position that is business development manager. So we need experienced business developer for our core dev project, also for student projects. So we want to create products that also generate revenues. So we are working to hire an experienced business developer. And we also have to finish the user retention plan for all core dev projects. So that is the other plan we have. And we also will finish working on the pitch deck for core dev projects. And next week from the UI team, they are currently working on the AIT projects. So they are going to continue that. Also, we are going to work on adults UI. In case you don't know adults, it is one of our core dev projects. So I think this is the plan we have.
Thank you, Mary. Do we have any questions for the product team? Thank you, Mary. Yes, yeah. Now, so yeah, we will be going over some development updates from the core dev team. So the first team to present is going to be team adults alphabetically. So oh, I saw you guys remotely earlier. I thought you were going to remotely present. Come out here, Adon. Okay. So yeah, first thing. Oh, I think it's AfroChat. I'm so sorry, Adon. AfroChat. It was supposed to be alphabetically, right? AD. I mean, who is in charge of making this slide?
Thank you, Raghav. Hi, everyone. My name is Taris Bagasho, and I'm currently the project lead for AfroChat. Before I start on the weekly updates, if everybody can join the AfroChat Telegram discussion group and also LinkedIn page, that would be appreciated. 1 minute for everybody. Yes, I'm not good. The Telegram discussion group and also LinkedIn page.
Right. So basically, AfroChat is going to be your basically ChatGPT with image generation and everything. So AfroChat is one of the products that A2SV developed. So just take a minute to scan the QR code. It will take you to our official LinkedIn page as well as the Telegram discussion where you find the Telegram bots available there. So everyone pull out your phones, right? Are you guys gonna say you guys don't have phones this way? Is that what's going to happen?
Yes. Yes. So. Okay. Yeah. So for first of all, if you don't have the QR code, if you can't have that, it's AfroChat. You can just search it and you'll have the bot, or also AfroChat discussion or general. You should get that. So it's kind of like a group where we give updates and people can contribute. Like since we are early stage, we need more updates. We need people to test it. So it's kind of where you get the first instance of what we are trying to do. And there are some minor features which I'm gonna showcase a little bit later. And you get to see that interaction and build up on that. So yeah. Okay. If everybody's is there, should I wait or should I just continue?
No, they're still scanning. Everyone's still scanning, right? Okay. Did you guys get it? Guys get everything? Okay.
Great. Okay. Yeah. So for the update for this week, so we finally got the approval for our App Store on Google. So we're going to be sending out the link on Slack and in our Telegram group, so you can check it out and also make sure to give us your feedback. Other than that, we added some features on for the group discussion. So I will be showcasing it. So pretty much what you can do is you take it to your group and you can have that discussions update or conversation creator for your any type of discussion you have inside Telegram. So I'm going to be demonstrating that later, but it might be useful and you can start checking it out. Other than that, we are preparing for the senior presentation for next week. We have been reviewing the deck and updating different features and changes we have made. And also we have been working on like adding new current features, the new features that are being trending on the global platform from Perplexity and other platforms. And also we have been working on with the BI team on retention rate, as Mary mentioned earlier. So the plan for next week is going to be test coverage and refactoring on our code base, since there are a lot of things we're going to add and review for the expo. That's very important. Also, we'll have a discussion with the UI team and start working on the wireframe for the new features we plan to implement. And also, there are some communication we need to have with Chapa so that our premium package could be available for everyone who wishes to subscribe. Yes. So for the demo, pretty much. So let me just connect. Yeah. So, so let's say you have a group here and you didn't get the updates. This is a lot of chat, so you'll be like, as the question about what did it say? So, okay, if you can see it, so I said what is the discussion about for the like the previous 20 or 30 chats I had. So the discussion is about football teams, specifically Arsenal and Manchester City. The participants are expressing their opinions about the teams and engaging in the banter. Okay. Maybe I'll be like, which team do you think is better? So not to offend anybody, but shall see the response. Based on the previous conversation, it seems that the users have different opinions on which team is better. Some users mentioned that Manchester City is the best team, while others mentioned that Arsenal is the worst team. Therefore, it's subjective and depends on. Okay, but What do you think? What do you?
I do some warning. You could say anything bad about Arsenal, I guess.
I hope so. What do you think is the best thing? Okay, he's thinking. He's thinking. Yeah. Based on the previous, it seems that there is a debate. Okay, it keeps on going to the discussion. Some people mention Manchester City. Yeah, it's important to note that this is a very subjective question, and everyone may have their own opinion on the matter. Okay, I'll be honest. Yeah, so this is pretty much it. You can add it into your private groups and like the discussion, and it gives you summarization. It gives you any type of discussion you want from a generative AI. Also, we also added like a feature where you can even generate image by just simply using slash generate and say Arsenal losing and it shall generate. So yeah, so make sure to use this bot and I have exceeded my daily limit of 10 images, but everybody can do that. So make sure to add this and like experiment with it. Let us know what you think, if there are any features we can add or remove, and your feedback is really important. So use the discussion group to give us your feedback. Thank you. Is there any question? Yes. So this one is only for the members, right? If you are in a group of 5 people, the 5 people will see it. But maybe, yes, if that's a suggestion, maybe we can add that private for you.
Okay. So we can include AfroChat or any Telegram group.
Yes, your preferences.
Okay, can it be included in a channel?
So currently we're not doing on channel, but maybe, yes, that might be a potential feature.
Because me and my friends have this Telegram channel where we share
Ah.
some pictures to talk about a few things. We don't utilize the Telegram groups. So I was wondering if this feature is also available on the Telegram channel.
Yeah.
We can definitely start it like
Definitely. We can start working. Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's Arsenal losing. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
what did you say?
So there was an image generated, which we'll share later on. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Thaddeus, for the demo and the brief description about AfroChat. So yeah, that was all about AfroChat. So up next we have Adot. So Adot is going to be presented to us by Adot. Adona. So Adona, what does Adot mean? Start by maybe you can ask people to guess. What do you guys think Adot means? By the way? Not Adona. It doesn't mean Adot. Okay, Adot. Any guesses? I mean, come on.
You can pick it just like the person.
Oh, okay. So what do you think? What do you think Adot means?
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe I think you know what it meant. That can't be a random guess. So it means mother.
Yeah, it's in Vladimir. You already know. So
Yeah, so team, take a time to scan the QR code here, which will take you to the Telegram channel and to the official Ados LinkedIn page. Okay, all right.
So, yes, my name is Arunat Swai. I'm the project lead for others, and I'm going to be presenting the ways for others. So this week we finished Did You Know and Please feature. So those were the things that was suggested by doctors, and so we finished that. We've also finalized the user stories for the doctor's flow. It's a new thing that we're starting. For this week, we were going to start the design for the doctor's flow, but because UI team was swamped with G4 projects, we couldn't do it. The next thing is testing and fixing some issues on our mobile app.
So we have an expo coming up after 3 weeks. So we wanted to make sure everything is ready for that expo. So we've been okay. So we have an expo coming up after 3 weeks. So we've been okay. We have an expo coming up after 3 weeks. So we've been tasting for the next few weeks until the expo. So yeah, that's yours, right? Okay, so for next week, we'll be rehearsing and making final touches on our pitch decks since we'll be presenting our pitch deck and app for the seniors on Monday. We also had some issues regarding our deployment with GCP and render, so we will fix those issues next week. We'll be also shooting a video for adult. It's just an introductory video that's going to be shared on our social media pages. So we'll be finalizing the scripts and shooting the video next week. We'll also start the UI UX design for the doctor's flow next week. So those are our plans. So we had two big wins this week, and I'll be sharing those. One is Adot's first LinkedIn post. I think you've already seen it on the journal channel. So I think like you can do it now. Go there and maybe like, interact with our posts, follow our page.
You guys are like available. You can there on our Slack general channel, right? Right? You guys be responsive, right? No? Oh, you guys are
Oh, they don't do it? Okay, then let's go back to the QR code and you guys
no,
can
actually, I can share it with them on the Telegram platform. I was under the impression when I saw 500 people on Slack, I thought it was sorry.
Okay. In the meantime, you can join our Telegram group. So it's mostly for mothers to share, to ask questions, and their questions will be answered by doctors. So if you guys have questions regarding pregnancy, motherhood, you can ask it there. Mhm. Okay, in the meantime, I can share the other win, which is we have an additional member in our team. I'm sure you know him, Nati Bagala. So he has joined our team as a web developer. So yeah, that's the big win for others.
Where is Nati?
So he's not here today, but I'm sure like he's gonna share his speech maybe next week.
Okay, so team, if you guys can go to your Telegram announcement, you guys can find the first LinkedIn post for adults. So this is really important for us. The first engagement that we have when after like right after a post has been shared to LinkedIn, will create this visibility and extensive reach for us on LinkedIn. So what I need you guys to do is just go to the page, interact with this, make a comment, start following the adult channel, the adult LinkedIn page. So let's start supporting the adult team with this one. And thank you so much. I don't know if that is it. And here is the QR code. Please, for easy access, you guys can just scan the QR code and go straight to the Telegram and LinkedIn account. Okay, up next we have Akil, project Akil, which will be given to us by Lensa. It's also part of the Akil project. So Lensa, please introduce yourself and give us a brief description about what the Akil project is.
Okay, my name is Lynn Sabiya, and I'm Deputy Project Lead for Akil project. Akil is a project where we connect volunteers with the right opportunity from NGOs. And if you wanna make an impact on your free time, check out our board and follow us on LinkedIn. If you say Akil Connect, you can find the bot. And our LinkedIn page is just Akil. Search it and follow us. So for this week, our wins, we continued volunteering at Yangat Brand NGO by ourselves. And we onboarded 4 volunteers this week, 2 web developers and 2 social workers. We conducted technical DSA and behavioral assessment for developer at our browse opportunity and the browse organization pages. We included Showbird integration on mobile, and we finished download certificate on the mobile side. For next week, we want to reach out to 3 schools in Addis Ababa, high schools in Addis Ababa to find volunteers. It's Ellen Academy, St. Joseph, and the Cathedral schools. We want to reach out to university groups to aim to target those graduated and people that doesn't get jobs, so they can volunteer and be experienced to get jobs. So we want to finalize partnership with CTP, and we are planning to have a revision on our pitch deck. Implementation wise, we want to add opportunity view count on the mobile. We want to add review and rating for NGOs and volunteers. Also, we will continue working on volunteer side of the web. That's our plan for the next week. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Lensa. And now we have Skill Bridge.
This is going to be presented to us by Eugigio. You guys will know why I'm speaking like this in a minute. Okay, hello everyone. That's not how I sound, okay. My name is Eugigio. I'm from Skillbridge. So in Skillbridge, we basically prepare a learning platform for high school and grade 12 students. So basically, we'll be providing them an AI for learning platform where they will get access to learning materials, previous year questions, and AI assistance. So if you want to check our website or Telegram bot or LinkedIn, you can scan it here. But currently, we are mainly active on our Telegram community. So if you have any brother or sisters or anyone you know who's in high school, you can invite them to that group, and they can get the app. They can be part of our weekly contests where they can get money awards from 1 to 3. So basically, our Telegram handle for that is not here, but it's Skillbridge community. So if you search it on Telegram, you can find it. Okay, the main one is the Skillbridge community. So maybe you can search it on Telegram right now, Skillbridge community, then you can find it.
I will be sharing these links with you guys on a comprehensive form later on your Telegram.
Okay. Should we give them? Okay. So the wins for this week is the first one is basically most of our generated contents were using AI. So we are planning to partner up with people who can review our content. So we are currently building an admin site where they can log in and review our content. So we are finalizing that review site from our site. So that's the first win. The other one is our Telegram community. So we are heavily making movements on our Telegram movement, and we have been releasing our contest announcements, results, and other updates. So we have reached almost over 200 members on Telegram. So that's another win. The other one is we are looking for beta testers, and we were sending calls on our Telegram community, and there are around 25 people who volunteered for beta testing. So we reached out to those members, and we are currently having an active communication with them. That's the other one. The other win is we populated a 3 years national exam, more exam to our database. So we have the updated one from 2018 to the recent one. So we just added previous 3 years exams. The other one is contest management. So basically, we are doing a post request to create contests and adding questions to contests. So it was a very repetitive task as well as very error prone. So we decided to build an interface for it. So that's the other win. For next week, we are planning to go to 3 schools. which is St. Joseph Bethlehem Holy Trinity School, and we are already having an active communication with students from those schools. So we'll be reaching out to those students and try to collect feedback and have some interview with them. The other one is the contest management. So we didn't finalize it this week. It is started on this week, so we'll try to finalize it on next week. The other one is we are currently trying to add video content on our app. Most of all of our contents are textual format, so we are planning to add video on our content. So basically, we'll be reaching out to some partners who can provide us those contents. The other one is we'll be onboarding reviewers. Both from the partners, which are the contents and plan for next week. And okay. Yeah. So the update on that is we tried to call him as well as text him. He was not responding his phone. So one of the plan for the next week is to maybe go in person or try his other active social media and contact him. Any other question?
And yeah, here is the final project, Rate Eat. Nobody would believe me actually, but I was the one who came up with the name. But I don't think anyone will believe that now. So when we were in group 3, in the project phase, this was the project we were involved in. So we will be having Nati to give us a brief description about what the project Rate Eat is, what these QR codes stand for, where they take, as well as the updates. Thank you, Nati.
Okay, thank you, Dagi. Hello, everyone. So I'm Nati from the Rated team. And so if you are not familiar with the Rated app, so Rated is a centralized platform where users can easily access restaurant and food item information. And we try to provide accuracy, and we try to increase the people that explore food and food items in Addis and Africa. So for our Telegram bots, we have it linked here if you want to check it out. So you can rate and give reviews on restaurants, and you can also consume other people's reviews as well. So that would be nice. So when we come to our weeks for weekly wins for today, for this week, we on the development side, we were implementing the Telegram web app, and we have finished basic pages for the profile and homepage, reviews and search pages. And for data population, we've managed to add 50 more restaurants on our platform. Those are mainly on the Bole and Kasanchis area. And for testing, we have been testing our mobile app, which is nearly complete with the product team and with seniors. We have also conducted focus group interviews. We also have on the mobile app development end, we have added responsiveness for different devices. So for our plans for next week, we aim to finalize the initial implementation of the Telegram web app. So we plan to deploy it by the end of the week. And we will also continue focus group interviews. And we also plan to reach 1,500 reviews by the end of the week. So I think we have around 1,000 as of today. And we will also add location-based recommendation for the mobile app. And we will be conducting strategic sessions with seniors also. And that would be our weekly win. So if you have any other, if you have questions, I would like to take it.
So I have a question, Nati. So during earlier times, I heard there was like this incentive you guys were providing for people who are rating food and uploading it on your platform. Is that still going? Because we have about 200 people here, so all of them consume food on a daily basis. So what should they do if the incentive is still there?
Yeah. So the incentive is still there. So if you're the first one to review an item from a restaurant, you get around 15 birr. And there are also other, like if you add images, if you add videos, it will be bumped up. And if you add restaurant information, that will be bumped up as well. So there is a lot of incentive. So like if you rate like I don't know, maybe 10 or 5, maybe 10, that would be a free lunch basically. If you if you rate 10 new items, those has to be new items.
I mean, since the platform is new, I'm pretty sure if I can go to some restaurant near
Yeah.
Arakio and order some stir-fried fish, I don't think anyone has tasted stir-fried fish from Kwanzaa, let's say Arakio.
Yeah.
So I believe you're saying if I do that 10 more times, I would definitely have something, sometime like free lunch.
Free lunch, yeah. That's
Reading the menu without that free lunch.
yeah. That's exactly right. Okay.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
yeah, you guys keep that in mind. So do we have any questions for Project Repeat? No. What's up? I lost.
You can download the app. Maybe Dagi will give you the name. So just give reviews and ratings, and that will be really much help.
Yeah, so like I said earlier, I will be providing you with all the necessary links you need to access these projects right after this weekly wins is over. So you guys can explore and interact with these projects however you want fit. So there is only one last question from an audience here who is sitting in the most odd opposite direction where everybody is sitting this way. He's the only person sitting that way. His facing that way. So he's asking how about, do you think we can rate food from Firfir Tara? I'm not sure Aisha would know that term, but so
Actually, we actually started from those
Phrases?
tiny restaurants, tiny businesses around here. So probably they are all already on our platform. They are like on the 4 kilo, 5 kilo, and 6 kilo area. And but even if they are not on our platform, we can add them on our platform, and we can give it.
I feel like everybody here is going to have a free lunch every once in a while. Then. Okay. Well, team. This marks this week's weekly wins event. So this is going to be the conclusion. But right before we finish, we will be receiving some conclusive remarks, like I mentioned on the agenda, from our head of communications, Mr. Alper. So I'll be inviting Mr. Alper to give us the speech. Give me a minute.
Hello, Lagim.
Yes, Mr. Alper, I'm here.
I guess you can hear me. Okay. Hello, everyone. I hope the camp time for A2SV is doing well. As we have run out of our meeting time, I'm going to make it short. And today I'm going to talk about an important subject, the timing. As you can see, this timing is so important that maybe let's change the speech and maybe let me see the audience and see if anybody there who is claiming that he or she has enough time to do everything. If you are good with timing, please raise your hands. I guess I don't see too many hands or any hands in the hands. So
Emre is raising
basically,
his hand. Emre in Jerusalem, they're raising their hands, Mr. Alper, right there. If you can
okay,
see.
that's good. So they may leave the conversation, they may leave the room. So I'm going to talk about moving fast and doing things in a timely manner. In today's life, most of us have a problem of timing. And because of this, we rush. We rush to do things from even getting information or eating or sleeping, whatever you do. But please remember that there is a difference between moving fast and rushing. You can move fast and be thoughtful, but when you rush, you sacrifice and you lose thoughtfulness. What does this mean? This means that if you are doing something fast, it's okay because you are really thinking about it. But if you are in a hurry, in a rush, you sacrifice the moment. You sacrifice the importance of the subject. You sacrifice the quality of your work. Apart from Emre and Jerusalem, I would say Jordanos, sorry, the truth is there is no enough time for anybody. So you cannot get everything done anyway. But thinking of what is next, the next task, is a stressful thing and doesn't let you focus on what is important. So, how can you stop rushing? Maybe there are few ways that I would advise you to stop rushing and to do something fast and effectively. The first one is do fewer tasks but do them properly. Focus on quality rather than quantity. This is the first thing I would advise. Secondly, please pay attention to the thing you are doing and pay attention if the effort you are putting in exceeds its usefulness. This is a good example that you coders will understand. There is a wording called minimum viable product, which is an essence of the product should show its functionality. But if you go dive deep and try to make every single aspect of the product or the code you are doing, probably you will be late. So basically, there should be a balance between the thing that you do and the usefulness of it in terms of the effort. And another, maybe last advice I would like to give to you, if you want to plan your time and don't rush but do things fast, please make a list of things that are important to you. Every day you have to complete a number of tasks, but instead of completing them randomly, make an importance list and try to start with the most important one of all. Especially, please do these most important things in the morning because you get tired towards the end of the day. Again, please move to the code. Rushing into action, you fail. Trying to grasp things, you lose them. Forcing a project to completion, you ruin what was almost right. A famous word from Lao Tzu, an ancient Chinese philosopher and writer. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you so much, Mr. Alper. So yeah, with this, I would like to conclude this week's weekly wins of February 16th. It was a bit extensive as we have a larger audience. Usually this event takes about 1 hour or maybe 1.5 at worst, but now it took 2. And I believe this was the right time for Mr. Alper to mention about rushing things and trying to. Yeah, I would like to wish everyone a happy weekend. I'm pretty sure you guys had a long week with the camp. How many kilos you lost? Have they lost anything? Have it been recorded? No? The heads of education are shooting me daggers, so I'm gonna let you guys. Thank you for sharing your insights. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.